Hope you will take care of his diet and don't get too late for the programs. The rest and diet is the best medicine. So you take care of them. All of you, whoever will be traveling with him, take care of both of them. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So where is Jagannath Prabhu?
Is there?
Are we supposed to start now?
Sure. As you like. You can do kirtan for a little bit. We'll all mute. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my cartals. Nice to see many devotees. I also invited some devotees from UK, also from and UAE. So make it a little bit more merrier. The more, the merrier. It was raining here profusely for like 36 hours. It's the first time this happened after many, many years, I was told. Real Chaturmasya, rainy season. Chaturmasya means rainy season, the time when the sadhus will not travel and just stay in one place. So we had that experience. Yesterday, it took me 7 hours to reach Delhi. That traffic, it was jam-packed.
So much rain during this year.
Yeah, it's like flying across the continent from here to London or even farther than Russia. So we're gonna do a little kirtan. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tiravana Chari Yamuna Tiravana Chari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjavihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjavihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasoda Naranjana Yasodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tiravana Chari Yamuna Tiravana Chari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jai Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Madana Mohan, Radha Madana Mohan, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Gopinata, Radha Gopinata, Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar, Shri Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimati Gopal Krishna Goswami Pitamine Prabhupada Sahityam Yapakash Kiryacha Vacharan Giravanshagu Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Srimati Paschatya Deshatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyanangyana Salakaya Chaksurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shiguro Sijuta Padakamalam Shiguru Vaishnavamscha Upam Sadvajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadotam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanu Sate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I was asked specifically to speak a little bit on the topic about Bhadra Purnima because from our previous meeting, I remember there was an introduction of this Bhadra Purnima that when Guru Maharaj was in one of the temples, if I'm not mistaken, Naperville, and they had a quota of like 400 Shrimad Bhagavatam sets to be distributed. And Guru Maharaj says, why not 5,000 sets? But this is only in North America, because all over the world, there's a big amount, huge quantity of Shrimad Bhagavatam sets, the goal this year to be distributed. But at least in North America, and there was a presentation also done by Gopal Hari and one of our God brothers. I can't remember now what's his name. It starts with R. Can you correct me?
Ranchor Prabhu Maharaj. Ranchor.
Ranchor, yeah, Ranchor Prabhu.
He's on.
I spoke with Vaisheshika Prabhu over a week ago, and he asked me to say something about this Bhadra Purnima to encourage our God brothers and also the North American temples specifically. And for that matter is a BBT initiative because they put our Guru Maharaj on the poster whereby he was giving a book to Srila Prabhupada. Because whenever he meets Srila Prabhupada will ask him, first thing that he will ask, where is the book? So as Guru Maharaj is a BBT trustee, and he actually inspired a lot of books. If I'm not mistaken, someone says 65% of books distributed all over the world is due to the different zones of Guru Maharaj and by the inspiration that he gives to everyone, especially during the book distribution marathon. So Bhadra Purnima is coming up soon. Here in India, we are observing it on the 8th this month. I'm not sure if it's the same date in North America. Is it 17th? Yes? So yes, also I sent this video that I had with Vaisheshika Prabhu to our different God siblings in UAE, United Arab Emirates, also to Mauritius, and also to the devotees in UK. I'm sure they must have viewed that video, and so would like to rally up, inspire all of our God siblings to distribute as many sets of Srimad Bhagavatam in this last few days of the, you may say, marathon. Srimad Bhagavatam is considered to be the literary incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Upon the departure of the Supreme Lord 5,000 years ago, the Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Srila Shukadev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. He's just merely 16-year-old boy. 16-year-old, very young. in spite of being surrounded by many yogis, many munis, many exalted personalities were there, because when the news spread that the emperor, King Parikshit, is about to leave his body due to being cursed by young Brahmin boy Shringi to die within 7 days. So he was determined to fast for the next 7 days and would like to find out the question specifically, what is the duty of the man who is about to leave his body? And they chose Sukadev Goswami to answer this question, being self-realized soul and very pure in his heart. So it says also there is a book Bhagavat and there is a person Bhagavat. Book Bhagavat means this book is like the sun, not just one sun, there's like millions of suns rising in Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is supposed to be the darkest of all the 4 ages. It's the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. So we can just imagine the importance of this book, Srimad Bhagavatam. Even Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that all the books may be burned in this world, but if the Srimad Bhagavatam remains, then there's no loss. And specifically in the 12th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, it mentions about the importance of giving Srimad Bhagavatam as a gift during the Bhadra Purnima. So it is an opportunity for all of us. I don't think many of you have already pledged or wanting to distribute Srimad Bhagavatam as a gift, but this is the last appeal to all of you, whoever in this meeting right now. I know you have many expenses during the whole year, or many gifts that you give, especially if there are some sadhus visiting your area, or you also contribute like sponsoring feast and so on. And it is not so easy if the whole year to give more, but this is like one time to fulfill the desire, or that what Guru Maharaj says, that why not 5,000 sets? And I've heard that last night's or even night before, or the first program that Das Avatar Prabhu did in Chicago, in Illinois, Naperville. Am I correct? Yeah.
Yes,
And,
yes.
yeah, so in 15 minutes, they had a pledge of 70 Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is possible to achieve that if we are all combined, all of us, not just in North America. I'm sure some devotees are watching also this meeting from UAE, and also from, they're doing their part over there. I've heard they're having a collective efforts to distribute Srimad Bhagavatams, and also in UK, headed by Raghupati Prabhu, and in UAE by Jai Keshava Prabhu, and in Mauritius as well. So I would like to, this is the glories Guru Maharaj will also continues to be spread in this way when they will hear that his disciples collectively did this special offering for him as well. Yes, this marathon, this Bhadra Purnima, is dedicated to our Guru Maharaj, being one of the most prominent book distributors in our movement. So there is no, I'm not gonna force you here because I know this is something that should come from your heart and from your pocket as well. So I know you only have 2 pockets and maybe half of one of the pockets is already empty. So at least maybe there is another pocket which you can spare a little bit more. I know some of you in more area, families, they already pledged like 5 sets or so. And similarly in Atlanta, I don't know about Toronto. If Rupanuga Prabhu is there, maybe he can give us a little bit of report. I'm more in touch and getting more informations coming from Washington, Baltimore area, and Atlanta. I don't know about Vancouver or Detroit. I'm sure Detroit also are doing that. Jagat Guru Prabhu and Nitya Krishna Prabhu, and some parts of Canada. Is Rupanuga Prabhu there?
I think
Maharaj,
No, he's not there. He sent a
Yeah.
message. He'll visit this morning.
yeah, he sent a message to the North American group. He sent me a message to that
Anybody from Vancouver? Narad Muni is there? Is there like
I'm
marathon?
here, but Priti Radhika is in charge of this book distribution. She is also here. Maybe she can report. Priti Radhika.
Can you give a report, Priti Radhika Mataji?
Hare Krishna
Hare
Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.
Jai. Maharaj, yes, we the temple has decided we're going to do the Bhadra Purnima campaign. So the campaign has been launched already, and we've just put out notices, notification in the weekly newsletter.
Yeah.
So we are participating in the Bhadra Purnima campaign.
We're also doing it here practically every day. I'm making an announcement about the Bhadra Purnima. Somehow or other, this just came today. There's a booklet about the glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's in Hindi and therefore I'm not able to see or understand, but by just looking at the pictures, you'll be able to tell also. It'll be difficult for you to read as well, how this knowledge came from Lord Krishna, imparted to Lord Brahma, and different stories from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Purana. That's Varaha. There is Dhruva Maharaj. The glory is unlimited. Bharat Maharaj, Lord Nrsimhadev, 7th canto, Gajendra, 9th canto, Vamana, Mohini Murti, Matsya, Kurma, many, 9th canto again, Lord Ram. So would like to encourage you as much as Maharaj mentions that why not 5,000? So it is not that it is impossible. It is possible. It's just matter of how you would want to fulfill that words of Guru Maharaj. It may not be, you may have pledged already, and you're only up to that level of pledge. But if you also engage others, especially with your Bhakta Briksha groups, the members of your Bhakta Briksha devotees over there, you can also encourage them to distribute and let them know, inform them about the glories of the Srimad Bhagavatam, that anyone who gives as a gift the Srimad Bhagavatam, especially in this Purnima, Bhadra Purnima, then one will be delivered and one will go back home, back to Godhead. That's all I can say. I don't want to repeat again and again. I'm sure many of you have watched the video that I made along with Vaisheshika Prabhu, and also some videos about Bhadra Purnima. Guru Maharaj also spoke about Bhadra Purnima a few years ago, along with there's also a video that came from His Holiness Radhanath Swami. So I cannot overemphasize this, and we should take that opportunity, especially this year. Guru Maharaj left us, and his glories will continue on, even though he's not here anymore, if we somehow or other be able to fulfill this. I cannot remember how many sets, thousands and thousands of sets all over the world, especially here in India. Many sets of Srimad Bhagavatam is being offered and sponsored. Today I had one also of Srimad Bhagavatam book table. So maybe in your respective temples, you can ask the temple president to have a book table to promote the Srimad Bhagavatam and a Sunday program, Sunday feast. Oh, 68. Yeah, I was gonna say 68. 68,000 sets of Srimad Bhagavatams. So you can do that. Have a set of Srimad Bhagavatams in the book table, and a Sunday program. This should be also, it could be requested part of the announcement that there's a table over there and glorify more the Srimad Bhagavatam. Is okay? I don't want to ask more and more about this. I'm sure you know the importance, and I'm not here to ask for many pledges, but it would, you know, your capacity, how much you can sponsor, how much you can give, and distribute these books of Srimad Bhagavatam. Is that okay?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, it's understood. Spread the word. Today is what the
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Frozen.
Cannot hear Maharaj anymore.
He has internet issues where he is, so he'll join again.
Hare Krishna, we're back. Is there any question, any comments on this?
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
I'm sure if all of our God siblings, how many families we have? At least 200, 300 families all over North America. Also in London, no, I see Mathuranath Prabhu from London. He's right there. He traveled with me in London, in UK, some parts of the UK. If everyone will pledge a certain amount, I cannot say how much you want to. But there should be at least a minimum. You can pledge as much as possible, but minimum, then I think it's still possible to do this. We should tally up how many sets so far. Ranchor Prabhu, how much so far?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please have my obeisances, August Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Currently, Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Clear.
Yes. So currently we've reached out to some of the yatras, not everybody, but right now we have around 1,500 sets approximately between some of the major yatras, ISV, Chicago, Alachua, etc. We are waiting to hear back from some of the other yatras. I know Toronto, their Sankirtan leader said that they need about 200 sets towards the goal for their yatra. So Toronto, those devotees can sponsor there. And Vancouver just started their campaign, so they'll be making a big push in the next few days. Additionally, for the devotees in the Middle East, there was a request last time about sponsorship information. I'm sure that it would have gotten to them by now, but if they haven't, I have the contact for the devotee who leads that program, Naikatma Prabhu. For those devotees who need that information, I can provide it to them over WhatsApp. But there's still time left. Most of the sets happen in this last few days across the globe. So there's still time left to do something. And yeah, you can encourage your Bhakti Vriksha members or have a fundraiser at the temple. There's some nice videos that the BBT is playing. When you play that, then people get inspired. But that's the next few days are where it'll really happen.
Very good. Very good. Okay, Advaita Acharya Prabhu.
Yes, Maharaj, I will sponsor 50 sets on my family
How
behalf.
many?
55.
50 sets. Wow. From 5 to 55. The big jump. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. You'll be blessed, all of you, whoever will sponsor this marathon book distribution, Srila Prabhupada's books, especially the Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? Are there any questions or anyone would like to pledge so that we can include this?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Yes, sir.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Krishna Hare Prabhu, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So we have started here in Mauritius also, Maharaj, for the marathon.
Oh, Vishnu Hari. Oh, I saw Vishnu.
Yes, Maharaj.
Vishnu Hari. I'm not wearing my eyeglasses because it's too bright in here. It'll make me more bright.
Okay.
How many,
So
how many in Mauritius?
Among the disciples itself, we have only like 20 sets now, as at now.
Okay, good, good.
We have targeted at least 80 sets for the 80 Vyas Puja for Guru Maharaj, at least from the disciples.
Very good goal. Very good.
Yes.
So you try to promote it, especially this weekend. This will be the last weekend before the Bhadra Purnima day. In Phoenix and in Bonaki as well, and in other temples there.
Yes, Maharaj.
Even small preaching centers.
Yeah.
Okay,
But for the disciples, we have targeted 80 sets at least. And the
Yeah.
rest, they are all doing.
others as well also, they're doing it.
Yes, yes,
Very
Maharaj.
good, very good. Hare Krishna. Mathura
Hare
Nath
Krishna.
Prabhu, how about in London? You are muted.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dharma. In
Hare
London, we as a god brother, god sibling, we don't have any definite numbers, but I'm doing through the temples. Yeah, through ISKCON London. I have placed 10 set of Bhagavatam sets, and I had
Right.
already done 3 of them. Still 7 more to go.
Very
I
good.
think
Very
Raghupati Prabhu is also here.
Raghupati Prabhu from UK. Is he there?
Yes, he is here, but his mic is mute.
Okay, how about Montreal, Prasanatma Prabhu? Any pledges from our God brothers? I know you're not many there, but Prasanatma Prabhu? Where is he?
Hare Krishna
You're
Maharaj.
muted. You're muted. Hold on, just 1 second. Okay. Raghupati Prabhu?
Yes, Maharaj. Vinod Pranam. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai. So, Maharaj,
Maharaj.
on your advice, we did 80 sets of Guru Maharaj's conversation books, volume 1 and 2 for Vyas Puja. And now individual yatras are doing their Bhagavatam sets. So I'm in Birmingham, Leicester, and then London, like that. But we will do some numbers and we will contribute towards the 5,000 goals.
Very good.
Thank you, Maharaj.
We
Hare
should
Krishna.
send all of the score to Ramchor or to Jagannath Priya Prabhu. It's easier. Send
Okay,
all
how-
of the scores and to Jagannath Priya Prabhu, so we'll have an idea how many books total distributed or pledged or
Okay,
bought.
we'll do that.
from
Might be an
Yeah.
idea to get the information about the cost again. All this been circulated. So for UK group, if somebody can just circulate that, maybe Gopal Hari Prabhu can send us the information, and we will do our part for 5,000.
Jai. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anything else about this? Ramchor Prabhu? Any last statement for this?
I just wanted to, I believe it was Raghupati Prabhu from London. The cost, I can ask Divyanam Prabhu for the cost and send that to you, and get it to you that way. Because it'll be different depending on the yatra. But I'll ask Divyanam Prabhu and get you the information about the cost.
Okay, bro. Yeah, Devanam knows me. Devanam Prabhu knows me. So yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right.
No. Okay. All right. What shall we do now? Jagannath Prabhu?
We want to do class next week, our third Saturday, Bhagavad Gita start back, or we can do it now, whatever you decide.
I can read a little bit here, and we can read Bhagavad Gita as well. This is a
Whatever
book
you decide.
compiled by Nitya Krishna Prabhu is there. Probably knows where we left off the last time.
We were almost beginning of now first sloka, your last few pages of introduction.
Okay.
So you can hit
Can I just read some
anywhere.
quotes? Can I read some quotes?
Sure. Sure.
This is a book compiled by Veerabahu Prabhu, one of the spiritual masters in ISKCON, disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He wrote a book called The Guru and What Prabhupada Said. This is under chapter 6, part 1, My Disciples. Says here, so 2 things must be correct. The guru must be correct and the disciple must be correct. then the business will be correct. And either of them, if Guru is incorrect or the disciple is incorrect, there'll be no action. So therefore, Bhagavat says, Tasmad Gurum Prapadyeta Jignashu Shreya Uttamam. 11th Canto, Chapter 3, Text 21. Who shall approach? Tad Vijnanartam Sa Gurum Iba Abigache. Mundaka Upanishad, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 12. According to Vedic instruction, everyone should approach a guru. But who is that everyone? One who is Jignashu. Atato Brahma Jignasa. One who is inquisitive to understand what I am. Am I this body or something else? This is the beginning of spiritual instruction. Lecture by His Divine Grace in Mayapur, 18th of June, 1973. And this is from the Srimad Bhagavatam lecture, Canto 1, Chapter 10, Text 3. Okay. Can you highlight, or is there a way everyone can see what we are reading, what's supposed to read?
Yeah. I can out. Hold on. You speak. Let me see.
Did you put it in the Zoom?
I'm getting there.
Okay. So I've heard many disciples of Guru Maharaj also will be coming for the inauguration of the Samadhi Shrine, which will be held on 12th of November. This is the last Ekadasi of Kartik. Disappearance day also of Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. This is also the anniversary of both Vaishnava Maharaj and I taking sannyas. It's 11 years ago, 12th of November. And again, we'll have the observance of the first anniversary of the disappearance of our Guru Maharaj on the 25th of April, 2025. Some devotees also already booked their tickets for that occasion.
Yes.
Yes, some of them, they're coming.
We're coming
A
April.
memorable one because the first year of the observance one's spiritual master is the most memorable. It is like as memorable as the time when he left and went back home, back to Godhead. That Samadhi rites that we had here in Vrindavan. So we'll probably gonna have 12, no. On the 12th, we have a program. I'll send you the card. It's already approved. We already made that schedule. If you can come, that would be nice. But at least try to come on the 25th of April. Many devotees all over India and all over the world also will be coming for that special occasion, that ceremony. We'll have many senior Papa's disciples will be here as well. And yes, 12th of November for the inauguration of Guru Maharaj's Samadhi Shrine. Okay. So we read I'm not able
Yep.
to see everything. Maybe disappear this.
We
Okay.
can start here, just last page left. And then
The verse here. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshasami ma shucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Thus the Lord takes all responsibility for one who surrenders unto him, and he indemnifies such a person against all reactions of sins. It's very clear here about this promise of Lord Krishna to Arjuna, that if one gives up all varieties of religion, and here it's emphasized, especially just surrender unto me, then one will be protected by the Supreme Lord. He will be delivered by the Supreme Lord to be free from all sinful reactions. So Lord Krishna promised to Arjuna that he'll take all the responsibility for those who surrender. Actually, Lord Krishna becomes obliged. Anyone who surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord through the bona fide spiritual master, because this is how we show or express our surrender unto the Supreme Lord, by surrendering unto a bona fide representative of the Supreme Lord. It is the via media. We cannot go directly to Krishna without the able supervision, guidance, instructions of the spiritual master. A dearmost servant of the Supreme Lord is the spiritual master. So that was done again, the clearing of our karma at the time of initiation. I was reading the other day that at the time of initiation, the lotus feet of the representative of the Supreme Lord, the spiritual master, he implants the lotus feet into the heart of the disciple. So we worship the lotus feet of our spiritual master every day. Having taken shelter of him, he also guarantees that he will give us shelter and he'll protect us from all kinds of sinful reactions from the past. No more sinning, as Prabhupada says, when he initiated a butcher in France. That is most sinful, killing animals, innocent animals. So Prabhupada, he accepted him being surrendering unto him. So he accepted him, but he says, no more sin. Same with Jagai and Madai. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, under the instruction also and willingness for them to change, Lord Nityananda was asked by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you forgive them, I also forgive them. But then he says, no more sinning. That's it. So the same thing for us. Now that our Guru Maharaj is not here, it doesn't mean that we stop also following his instructions. More than ever, we should try our very best to follow his instructions. And at the same time, because he always expressed how happy he is. I know that whenever we go, that when his disciples also are sharing the same knowledge to others. This is most important to understand, that we should not be comfy or comfortable, not help the Sankirtan mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jagannath Priya Prabhu, please move this, yes. Mala nirmochanam pungsham jalasnanam dine dine sakrit gitam ritam snanam samsara mala nashanam. One may cleanse himself daily by taking a bath in water, but if one takes a bath even once in the sacred Ganges water of Bhagavad Gita, for him the dearth of material life is altogether vanquished. Yes. It's like reading Bhagavad Gita every day cleanses our heart from all of our misgivings. All the anarthas is being uprooted. It's like when one takes bath every day, then he keeps himself healthy, good hygiene, then he will not get sick. So similarly, if we read Bhagavad Gita every day, then the material contamination that we are carrying since time immemorial is being cleansed gradually. Ultimately, it'll be vanquished, it'll be uprooted from the root. Gita sugita kartabya kim anyay shastra vistaray ya swayang padmanavasya mukha padma vinishrita. Okay. Let me move my... Yes. Because Bhagavad Gita is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one need not read any other Vedic literature. One need only attentively and regularly hear and read Bhagavad Gita. In the present age, people are so absorbed in mundane activities that it is not possible for them to read all the Vedic literatures. But this is not necessary. This one book, Bhagavad Gita, will suffice because it is the essence of all Vedic literatures. And especially because it is spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Gita Mahatmya 4. Yes, there are two Krishna Katha. One is been spoken by the Supreme Lord and one is about his pastimes. So directly, pastimes of the Lord is being mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and directly words spoken by the Supreme Lord himself is Bhagavad Gita. That's what it means. Bhagavan, Bhagavad Gita, the song of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As Prabhupada says, in the Bhagavad Gita, it didn't say, Lord Krishna said. The statement is, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. So Lord Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is Bhagavan. So when we read Bhagavad Gita, it says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Not just the name of Lord Krishna. It is understood that that is Lord Krishna. Bharatam ritam sarvasvam Vishnu bhaktrad vinishritam Gita gadakam pitva punarjanma nabidyate. One who drinks the water of the Ganges attains salvation. So what to speak of one who drinks the nectar of Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is the essential nectar of the Mahabharata, and it is spoken by Lord Krishna himself, the original Vishnu. Gita Mahatmya 5. So Mahabharata means the history of the ancient world. And from Bharata, the whole planet is called Bharata. Not just Bharata pertaining to India, the normal or the present day India is Bharat, the whole planet. And Bhagavad Gita is the heart of the Mahabharata. Bhagavad Gita. Mahabharata will not make so much value if the Bhagavad Gita is not there. Bhagavad Gita is the essence, is the knowledge, gives us the Krishna Tattva. So yes, Ganges River, the water we can drink. So similarly, Bhagavad Gita is also nectar. Bhagavad Gita comes from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Ganges is said to emanate from the lotus feet of the Lord. Of course, there is no difference between the mouth and the feet of the Supreme Lord, but from an impartial study, we can appreciate that Bhagavad Gita is more important than the water of Ganges. Both are purifying. The water of Ganges, Ganga River. It's like in India, Ganges River is flowing from Gangotri, the source of Ganga. And there are many tributaries, many ways being spread all over the place. And it flows up from the Himalayas, and they're going down to the plains. And it says that even in the hellish planets, this Ganga flows, the subtle form of Ganga to save the conditioned souls. And others, they would want to take bath as often as possible during the day, that they prefer to have their place of residence just nearby Ganga. And when they take bath in Ganga, of course, proper etiquette is when we take bath in holy places, we don't use soap. This is not proper, because you take bath in the holy water or holy places, and you're being cleansed externally and internally. But the Bhagavad Gita purifies our heart as well. The more we read Bhagavad Gita, it's like here we have Bhagavad Gita classes every day. Hindi and in English as well. And we had many devotees coming from many times, and they're relishing the nectar of the Bhagavad Gita. Advaita Acharya Prabhu, you have your hand raised. You'd like to say something?
Yes, Maharaj. So we're reading in the Bhagavad Gita that Bhagavad Gita is the only book that needs to be really distributed more. Then why do we spending so much effort on Bhagavatam now?
It's a very good question. Bhagavatam is meant for the Paramahamsa. That means we are meant to become Paramahamsa one day. Paramahamsa means pure devotees of the Supreme Lord. Now, in order to understand the Leela of the Supreme Lord, we need to understand the Tattva, Krishna Tattva. So there are degrees or levels whereby we can relish this transcendental literature. For general class of people, Bhagavad Gita is meant for them. But then as soon as one becomes interested and becomes eager, more and more eager to know about Krishna, then he can move. The grade is like, grade 1, grade 2, Grade 1 practically is, for others, they don't want to go to grade 1. They think that, oh, I don't want to go to school. Like a kid. But once he started to go to the school, start to understand that, hey, I have a lot of classmates here and we're learning something. So it becomes more and more nectarian, so to speak, relishable. So we don't introduce immediately the Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada, he will give lectures, thousands and thousands, but he will not speak in the Srimad Bhagavatam. He will only speak in the Bhagavad Gita. First, try to understand Krishna, then later on, we'll be able to relish Krishna's pastimes. Those who take things very cheaply, they don't like Bhagavad Gita. For them, Gita is for the beginners, and they cannot even control their senses. They cannot control their lust, anger, and greed. So it takes time purifying ourselves before we can relish also the Srimad Bhagavatam. Even though we mentioned earlier that you only need is one book, Srimad Bhagavatam. But at the same time, for general class of people, because Mahabharata is meant especially for the not so intelligent class. But once we start to understand the Bhagavad Gita, then our brains, the finer tissues, our intelligence becomes sharper and sharper. Those who take things very cheaply, they go to the 5 chapters of the 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, starting from chapter 28 to 32. That's not how we were taught. This is not proper. So, Bhagavad Gita is full of nectar as well. We're almost finished the introduction. It took us how many years in the introduction? Maybe 2 years? Jagannath Kriya Prabhu, how many years in the introduction?
Yes, almost 2 years, correct.
Almost 2 years. One may say, hey Maharaj, this is boring. We'd like to hear something nectar. No, this is nectar. Later on, we'll taste more nectar.
Guru Maharaj
Okay.
actually told, Guru Maharaj told us in Mumbai, both of us, that start with Bhagavad Gita. So this is Guru Maharaj's direct instructions.
We'll learn more as time goes on. Then after this, maybe we'll go to Srimad Bhagavatam. It'll take us many years before we can finish this because we only have meeting every 3rd Saturday of the month, which is fine. I like this. I give Bhagavad Gita class here in Vrindavan every Thursdays. Okay? Is that all right, Advaita Prabhu?
It's fine. One comment about that. Yeah, Guru Prabhupada also mentioned about that. Bhagavad Gita is like a graduate. Bhagavatam is postgraduate, and Chaitanya Charitamrita is like a PhD in all these things.
Yeah. Elementary. Bhagavad Gita is elementary.
Elementary, yes.
That's why I gave that example of grade 1. Everyone has to go to grade 1. You cannot go to college and do your master's immediately. No.
So Bhagavatam set will be just distributed all this over the world right now. Is this going to be given to the people who had Bhagavad Gita, or is going to be just distributed to everybody? I'm not sure about this. Distribution.
Because here, actually, Prabhupada, he mentions in some occasions, one time at least, that every gentleman in this world should have a set of Srimad Bhagavatam. He mentions this. Now, Bhagavad Gita, because there are many editions of Bhagavad Gita, the most favorite one is the cheapest one here, is the Gita Press. So sometimes we have to when we distribute the Bhagavad Gita, they like it for free. He says, why are you selling so much high price? Bhagavad Gita here costs 250 rupees. That means like $3. Yeah, $3. Some places maybe 10 pounds, 5 pounds. In America, I think it's $5 or $10. So it is not the price. We told them that we have to print these books. And we don't give them for free, because Prabhupada also says if you give free mangoes, no one will take. They will think, oh, this mango don't have any taste. This must be sour. Why are you giving this for free? So when we give Bhagavad Gita and ask for donation, at least to cover the printing cost, they will value the Bhagavad Gita. It is meant for everyone. It is not that, oh, I just want to read Shrimad Bhagavatam now. I don't want to read Bhagavad Gita. No, Prabhupada says read Bhagavad Gita and Shrimad Bhagavatam. Always there. Bhagavad Gita is our main book, just like the the Bible for the Christians or for the Jews. They have for the Muslims, they have the Quran. Is that correct? In other places, they have their own books. So for us, Bhagavad Gita. Okay? Okay, here. Put it up, Prabhuji.
Yes, you're starting it.
Ekam sastram devaki putram gitang eka devo devakaputra eva eka mantrastasya namani yani karmapi ekam tasya devasya siva. Gita Mahatmya 7. In this present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, and one occupation. Therefore, ekam sastrang devakaputra gitam. Let there be one scripture only, one common scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Eko devo devakaputra eva. Let there be one God for the whole world, Sri Krishna. Eka mantrastasya namani, and one hymn, one mantra, one prayer, the chanting of his name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Karmapi ekam tasya devasya siva. And let there be one work only, the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So in this Gita Mahatmya 7, everything is here. Bhagavad Gita, one main scripture, one God, Sri Krishna, one mantra, the holy name of the Lord, and one occupation, service towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All right. So we stop here, or we just continue this disciplic succession.
And after that, there is a first verse. So yeah, you can just speak about disciplic succession, and then we'll start.
Evam parampara praptam imam rajarsayo vidhu. Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, text 2. This Bhagavad Gita as it is received through this disciplic succession. Krishna Brahma Narada Vyas Madhava Padmanava Nrihari Madhava Akshabhya Jai Tirtha Jnana Sindhu Dayanidhi Vijayanidhi Rajendra Jaya Dharma Purushotama Brahmanya Tirtha Vyasa Tirtha Lakshmi Pati Madhavendra Puri Isvara Puri Nichananda Advaita Lord Chaitanya Rup Swarup Sanatan Raghunath Jiva Krishnadas Narottam Vishwanath Baladev Jagannath Bhakti Vinod Gaur Kishore Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati AC Bhaktivedanta Swami. Put it up, please. Prabhupada.
Yep, that's it.
Yes. Our line of, just always remember this though. Our line of disciplic succession is more of Shiksha. Shiksha Guru, Parampara. Yes? And in ISKCON now, they would like to emphasize more of the Shiksha Gurus. Because Diksha Guru, the role of Diksha Guru is very, very highly responsibility is there, very much needed. But Siksha Guru also, they have to be responsible, whoever wants to take shelter of them. And as Guru Maharaj says, that being a Siksha Guru is not a simple thing as well. We should try to understand this. Whoever is helping you to make advancement in Krishna consciousness, whether they are your God brothers or God sisters or others, let's say God cousins or disciples of our, or let's say the God brothers of our Guru Maharaj, they're special souls. We should not take them for granted. Okay, I'll stop here now.
Okay.
Any other points or comments before we adjourn? Any questions?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Jai Govinda here. I have a comment. In the disciplic line, it continues. You actually left out somebody, and that's Guru Maharaj. That's all.
Disciplic succession continues, yes. And after Guru Maharaj, we have some of our God brothers now also are initiating spiritual masters. Now, not just sannyasis can be a guru. Grihastas as well. We were thinking about that. We had a meeting of the executors of the last will of Guru Maharaj about this, that we would like those who are in good standing, we will recommend and we will contact you, even you are in North America or in Europe or in London or UAE or in Mauritius, as one of the last will of Guru Maharaj, when you become mature in bhakti, one will take up the service to be a sannyasi or a spiritual master. Remember this last will? That statement? And we have some idea. I'm not gonna let you know who are this. But if you are really mature in your bhakti, then you please take up this responsibility so that the disciplic succession will go on. That means one who is pure in one's heart can take this service. So we have to be honest also to ourselves. It's not an easy thing. It's like just recently we had His Holiness Prabodhananda Saraswati Swami and His Holiness Bhakti Asrai Vaishnav Swami. They took the oath of accepting that role of being an initiating guru in front of Srila Prabhupada, in front of the deities. So, but nevertheless, first, purify our hearts, and then once our heart is purified, we can also be able to help others to become purified. Everyone should become a guru. You may not be a big guru with so many thousands of disciples, but at least you can be a guru for your family or to your relatives or to your loved ones. As the saying goes, charity starts at home. So at least try to help our family members, relatives, friends, and then it'll go on. This is our philosophy. This is our Siddhanta. First, purify our hearts by following the instructions of our spiritual master, chanting our rounds. Number one, chanting our rounds attentively. No offenses, no criticism, no criticizing others, devotees or non-devotees. Always remembering Krishna, always eager to serve the Vaishnavas to whatever capacity, ability we may have, share it with others. Then gradually we'll become mature. No one goes to PhD immediately. We have to earn, isn't it? No one graduates immediately and become a doctor. We have to go to grade 1 and all this procedure. And it is possible. One can become a pure devotee through sadhana, sadhana bhakti. One can become a pure devotee by the blessings of the spiritual master and other Vaishnavas. Kripa siddhi. Yeah? Kripa siddhi, sadhana siddhi. That's mercy. By sadhana, one can become purified. By the mercy of others, one can become purified. We should follow in the footsteps of our spiritual master for him to show us the process of becoming Krishna conscious. So one day we'll become mature. Don't remain in the being a child, childish, so to speak. And that doesn't mean that by age you become mature. No. That when you're old, oh yeah, he's matured. Sometimes they are childish. more childish than the new ones. So it is our for others, if they don't want to follow, they'll be left behind. For others, they just remain the way they are, they will be left behind. Still, if we can encourage them and inspire them, please do so. But not criticizing them. Still, respect should be there. Because I know some of the God brothers, they left this group. It's hard to imagine this. Why leave the group? We created this under the instruction of our Guru Maharaj. Or they don't want to attend, fine. But this school still remains the same. University, there is a department, there is only 1 or 2 students, but they don't close that department. It's still open. So I hope and I wish that this group will remain open as long as we are still in this body. It'll be hard to imagine if I quit this group or someone of you will quit. What will be left behind? What will be what's gonna happen to us? It's hard to imagine this, but as Prabhupada says, don't be amazed if a person lives Krishna consciousness. But be amazed if the person remains. Because the faith that we were going to have, increasing our faith is in the association of devotees. I cannot find any more association other than the association of the devotees that will make me Krishna conscious. If you don't associate with the God brothers and God sisters, to associate with others, fine, that's your choice. Maybe you're comfortable more with others, but Guru Maharaj put us all together here. It is not by chance. It is not, out of luck that we are together here. We are here all together for the purpose of having our Guru Maharaj to be the center and Krishna to be the center. Okay? Oh, Krishna Setra Prabhu, you have a question or comment? Go ahead. Unmute yourself. I'm just gonna stand. My iWatch says I should stand. I've been for 2 hours now, 2.5 hours or something. Yes. Okay. Krishna Setra Prabhu.
He's not unmuting.
Unmute.
Okay, Hare Krishna Maharaj Dhanavat Pranam. I was able to sell 2 sets of Bhagavatam just now.
Whoa, there you go.
It's by mercy of Jai Govinda Prabhu. He did a nice flyer.
Yeah. How many is your quota?
So far, we've already done 2. So 2 now, 4. We set a target for 20. 16 more.
Jai Ho. Okay. Is there any other points? Otherwise, we will adjourn now. We'd like to thank you all.
Maharaj, a lot of people have sponsored the sets after your inspiration.
Before the Bhadra Purnima Srimad Bhagavatam book distribution marathon will be over. And this should be a most memorable one. Next year, we don't know what's going to happen. How are we going to be able to inspire others? Because Guru Maharaj, he'll be very happy to see. But whatever endeavor one is trying to do, distribute Srimad Bhagavatam for his pleasure, I'm sure he'll be happy. Okay? So we'll see you some other time. And I know some devotees, they already told me they're coming in November for Guru Maharaj's Samadhi Shrine to be inaugurated. But nevertheless, we'll see you next time. And please take care of Das Avatar. I had experienced of traveling extensively. And for him, I don't know if he's used to traveling by plane every 2 or 3 days. That'll be something that he will remember. At least you give him some time for rest, and
Yes.
also prepare food in a mode of goodness for him, whatever his diet is, just like how you took care of me during my travels. Only in the last part of my travels, I don't have anyone with me, and oh, Krishna. I'm still thankful to Krishna. When I reached after Ireland, after Northern Ireland, the last 1 week is the most difficult part of my travels because no one able to really. They took care of me to the best, but the food, especially number one, the diet. Please take care of Das Avatar Prabhu. Okay? Well,
Yes,
thank you very much.
He will provide. Whatever he
What's
prefers,
that?
he will provide.
What did it say?
I said, whatever the South Prabhu wants, we will take care of.
Yeah, whatever he likes or whatever he needs. I like pizza, I like pasta, but I cannot eat them.
The Savatar Prabhu
have
likes
to eat-
salad, no rice.
Good. Okay. Thank you all
Thank you.
very much. Shukriya. Bahut bahut dhanyawad. We'll see you all again. Good night from
Thank you, Maharaj.
Vrindavan.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna,
you,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Thank you.
Hari
Hare Krishna,
Bol.
Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Maharaj.
Maharaj.
Hare
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Maharaj.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna, thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Vancha Katurake Patitanam
Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I am devotees of your association. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.